And we're recording.
We are officially recording. Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's been way too long.
I know.
Welcome back, friends. Episode 4 of Reset. I never thought I'd be able to say that because it was just an idea once. And now it is a thing out in the universe. Super exciting. So episode 2, we talked about self-love and relationships. Episode 3, we talked about confidence, kind of not super heavy topics, but enough to get people thinking, maybe feel a little emotional after in a good way, or, you know. But today we're going to do something a little different because although that is the general idea of Reset, to get people talking about things that are super important and need to be talked about, but nobody talks about them, I want to take a break and talk about some self-care rituals and some music and movies that we like to listen to or watch or do when we feel like we need to recenter ourselves and kind of fix that crown a little bit and don't forget who we are. So does that sound like a game plan?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Fixing our crown.
So I'm going to make y'all talk first because, you know, I talk like for like 7 hours straight. What is your like self-care rituals? Like, is it something you do regularly, like on a weekly basis, or whenever you're having a bad day? What is it that you do? What do you listen to? What are you watching? I don't know who wants to go first. Don't fight.
I was gonna say, I feel like you're gonna have to like call names here.
Who wants to go first? Okay, so
All right.
I'll go first.
Have to like popcorn each other or something.
Right. We should have like picked names out of a bowl first.
Well, to remember that, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you know what, with routine, I struggle with keeping a routine, but I will say that when I do keep a routine, I do tend to have better days throughout the full week. So I think I will be starting again my self-care routine. Sometimes I'm down to back to like 2 days out of the week because I just don't have the time from work to brainstorming things and getting things done around the house. It just seems to be so hard to keep up with me sometimes. I will admit that, but some of the things I do like to do is I did write some stuff down.
I did too.
I'm not gonna lie to that because you never really think about it. Right?
Yeah, I did too.
You just do it. You never really think about what you do. You just do it. So
yeah,
same
thing.
Wait,
what do I do? Okay.
Right. Okay, go ahead, girlfriend.
So, I mean, I like to do bubble baths. I think they are key. What I like to do in my bubble baths, first, I definitely like to make sure the temperature is great.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of bubbles. I have bath bombs, any type of soap I want to smell like. It's important. I get the little body scrubs out and I rock all out and I play my music and, have a glass of wine and just relax for a moment. I even have candles sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
My ultimate favorite thing to do, like as a quick, like pick me up, is I play like high frequency music and I stretch. Like I have a space like in front of my TV. So I just like listen to the music and I breathe in and I like, try to count my breaths and I try to like pull, and the stretch makes me feel really good. By the time I'm done, I'm on the floor on my back and I just like lay there and it's a really good feeling. I think people should do that more often.
I love that.
And the last thing I'm trying to is a book. I just got this yesterday. I don't know if it was it. It's called The Art of Fielding. I don't know exactly everything what it's about, but it has something to do with someone in high school who plays football, and it's a lot of traumatic stuff going on. So I want to read it and see what's gonna happen.
Okay. All right. What about you, Katie? What's your self-care ritual?
So for me, the way I view self-care is something that is much more routine. So I'm the opposite. I actually have a very kind of like built-in routine. Routine makes me feel good. It makes me know what to expect for the day. So like my mornings are like critical. Like I don't like when they get messed up. I will wake up super early to make sure I get my morning routine done. I'm that person.
And that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
Right,
And like once you're there and it's just
goals.
part of your life, like
Like
it's
every
great.
day.
Yes. So like for me, I wake up early. I first thing in the morning before my brain's even functioning, basically, I do a workout. Because if I get it done first thing in the morning, it's done. By the time I'm actually awake, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's done. I did the thing. That's how I like to think about it. I like trick myself into it.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
But yeah, I love exercising. So I do that every day. And then like kind of same thing, like with the shower, like I've got my music playing afterwards. Like I've got like, you know, time to decompress and think about what I have to do for the day. And I have my coffee and I have my certain YouTube channels I watch every day with my coffee. And like that is like my whole, like my morning routine essentially to like set my brain up for the day. Like I think about what I need to do that day. If I'm working or if I'm not, if I have errands to run, that sort of thing. Trying to think if there's anything else I do regularly. I drink a ton of water and I notice when I don't because like during the weekdays, I'm like very careful with like what I do. And then on the weekends, like I just don't pay attention. So like I don't drink like any water over the weekends. It's terrible. I notice. And I see a therapist regularly, every 2 or 3 weeks or something at this point. And I love it. Having somewhere
Love
to
that
go,
for you.
to dump that anything that needs to be out, anything I need to process. I believe in that wholeheartedly. So that's part of my self-care as well.
Ooh, okay.
Awesome. I applaud
Love
your
that.
self-care routine.
Yes, honestly. I
I'm
love
jealous.
that for you. Love that for you so much.
Thank you. And I mean, it takes time to build that
Yeah.
and like get it.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
that ingrained. So like this has been
Absolutely.
something I've been doing for a long time. So
Right. My gosh, I guess, is it my turn then?
it's your turn.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, in a perfect world, I would love to be able to have like a set routine, but I mean, my work schedule is all over the place. Like I just did about like 2 weeks of like mid shifts and morning shifts. But now tomorrow through Saturday, I'm flipping to the night shift. So it's hard to kind of, I mean, I guess I could probably work something out because I do get my schedule for the month, but it's in general, it's difficult between that and the Love Revolution and Treats with Joss. Like I'm just like, my mind is all over the place, although I have put both of those on the back burner a little bit just because I've been focusing on getting my mental state right, and we're good. So far, so good. But when I do have my self-care days and I'm like, girl, you need to rest, you need to relax, like you're getting grumpy and you're sad, that is not cool. I start from like, I like wake up on my day off at like 9 a.m. and I like declutter and I deep clean everything. Cause I mean, like it's like a workout and a half, but like I like to look at it as I deserve to live and work in like a decluttered environment. I mean, it's only me in the house, so like it doesn't get that bad, but like I still like to just deep clean everything and like tear rooms apart and clean them and put them back together.
Yeah.
And then after that, I hit the bath because by then I'm just like ready for a nap, but I'm like, no, not yet.
Yeah,
you
you sit down, it's over.
Right, because once you sit down, it's Netflix. You're not doing anything else. I draw a bath. I have a specific playlist that I listen to whenever I'm sitting in my bath with my little bath salts and of course the bubbles. I don't do a glass of wine. I do a whole bottle. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. And I have a face mask and I sit in there and I just kind of, there's a lot of like Jhené Aiko type music to kind of mellow me out a little bit. And then after that, I shower and I do the whole like wash, condition, deep condition, you know, because that's like a process. Washing, you know, that deep
Yeah.
conditioning gonna take you a while.
Oh my gosh. The whole
Yep,
hair
and then-
wash process.
Yep. Exfoliate the whole 9 yards. I'm feeling great. Put on my favorite jammies, and it's Netflix for the rest of the night. And I spend significantly less time on my phone. And I like tell everyone, like, like I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not sad. I'm just decompressing because your girl is just all over the place all the time. And that is it's like a day-long process. So it like maybe like I try once a week, but if not, it's usually once every other week for like the full thing. So that's what I do.
I'm
And you know
jealous of you
what?
guys like bath routines. I need to add that to my life. It sounds amazing.
It's
Oh
a
my
good
gosh,
thing.
I like
Wine in the
literally
bath?
treat
Like, oh my
myself
God, what am I
royalty
doing with my
all
life?
day. It's amazing.
But it's like a 2-in-1. You take care of, you clean your body, and you also get therapy. So it's like bing, bang, boom. You got like 2 things
Yes.
done right there.
Love
There you
it.
go. There you go.
Love it.
Okay. So, do I want to go? Which route do I want to go? Okay. So, what movies do you guys? I mean, it doesn't have to like surround like body positivity or like mental health or anything like that specifically, but like, what are your go-to movies when you need like a pick me up or like you got some time and you're just like hanging out? Like, what is your like go-to movies that you watch to like put you in a better mood or just because you got the night off or whatever the situation may be? What movies are you guys watching?
I guess we can stay in rotation.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
There you go.
Okay. So my favorite, you know what? I just started watching this again, but it's been lately my favorite go-to movie. It's called The Women. I don't know if anyone has ever heard of this movie. I feel like no one ever does, but it has Meg Ryan and Jada Pinkett. And, this woman, she's married to a man. She finds out at a sex store that, her husband is cheating on her. And like, it's literally all women in the movie. Like the only male is literally the baby that was born at the end of the movie, but it's such a good movie.
it.
Literally, it's a really good, it's funny. You get a cry and you laugh, it's just all of the words. And then by the end of the movie, you feel kind of like it's over. Like it's a happy ending. I love happy endings.
Yes.
So yeah, my other favorite movie is No Strings Attached with Ashton Kutcher and what's her name? Natalie Portman. It's a
Love
really
that movie. Love that
yeah,
movie.
very funny movie. Love it. I have to watch it all the time.
Love it. What about you, Miss KT? What movies are you watching over there?
All right, so go-to hands down favorite movie ever is Jurassic Park.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's Jurassic Park. I love it. There's such a high in the very beginning. It makes like the score, the music, all of it so just gold. And then like by the end, like there's all kinds of
There's music in the movie?
yeah, like like the background music kind of thing.
Okay.
Like when the
Yeah.
dinosaurs are running
Yeah,
after
the
people.
effects. to bring it
Yeah.
to
But
life.
like if you hear it, like, oh, it's just so good. And like I know that movie is old, but I feel like it holds up super well, like visual and everything.
I have to say, I agree.
There's
I haven't seen it
character
yet.
development. I know, that's why I feel like I'm not going to say too much because I need you to watch this movie and tell
I'm
me that
going
you-
to. I promise you.
It
I'm
kills me
going
that
to
you've
watch
never
it.
seen it.
I can't believe I'm embarrassed to say that out loud, but everyone's gonna see it now. So
You better see it because now like the whole internet knows that you haven't seen Jurassic Park.
I know.
It's fine.
No.
No judgment.
No,
here.
I'm
We can have
teasing.
like a Netflix watch party and we'll all watch Jurassic Park.
I like Off-Way Broadway and stuff like that growing up. So I like musicals.
Yeah, definitely not a musical. But there is like there's 2 kids in it, so like there's like a lot of like character growth and like action stuff, and I just love that movie. If I'm sad, that's my go-to movie. If I'm just having a night by myself, I go to that movie. Like that is hands down like my go-to. I think another movie feel like I'm such a weirdo here. Jurassic Park. The other like movie I would turn on if I was just hanging out by myself would probably be Sweeney Todd, which is a musical,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
right?
You know what? I've never watched Sweeney Todd,
What?
but I know.
We're adding
I
that to
heard
the list of
Johnny
our
Depp was
Netflix
in it.
watch party.
Yes, Johnny Depp's in that one. It's a musical.
Yeah, I've heard
So-
of it by watching Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna watch it though for you.
We're adding it to the list.
I like it. So those are my
Okay.
two like go-tos.
Okay. Okay. Well, you guys had like 2. I have like 5, but like it's
All good.
fine. I love binge watching movies when I have the free time to just do anything. But they're not really in any order. But Princess and the Frog.
Yes.
Yes.
Love Disney.
That
But
was
I
good.
also like see a lot of myself in Tiana, and not just because she's like the first Black Disney princess. Like that's great. Like that's not why she reminds me of me. But it's like the whole like going after her dreams thing that she's got going on, and she's not backing down, and she's gonna make it happen. Like I love that movie. So whenever I feel discouraged, I'm like, nope. We gotta go watch Tiana. We're watching Princess and the Frog.
Remember
then
when we
all
always
the-
sang all of the songs and chorus in high school? Remember?
Yes. And I've just been in love with that movie ever since.
Oh, it's
Um,
amazing.
Then there's it's a newer one. It's on Netflix. It's called Dumplin'. It's got like a body
yes.
positive message behind it with Jennifer Aniston. But what I love most about the movie is that the main character, she is a bigger girl, but she doesn't spend like the movie isn't like a journey of her fixing herself to be smaller. She loves who she is from beginning to end. And I just love that because it's always the opposite. It's always, well, I'm this size and I need to be that size. So here's the journey of the character losing weight and I just love that. And the love interest from beginning to end too for her, like he adores her just the way that she is. And we don't see enough of that. And I love that. And it makes me so happy.
That
so
was
happy.
a good movie. That was
Such
really
a
a
good
good
movie. I was crying.
Did not
It's
see
fine.
that one.
I'm always crying, but whatever.
Can you believe I saw that one?
And then another Netflix movie that's great with what's her name? Gina Rodriguez, Someone Great. I love that movie because it's like so basically this girl's in a long-term relationship with this guy. They break it off. She's heartbroken, but it really shows the importance and the strength behind female friendship. And I love that because it reminds me of me and my girl squad, you know what I mean? And I just hope everyone in the world has like their own awesome girl squad or friend group. Cause like I have a lot of guy friends too, but like just has those friends that where you know that when you need them the most, they are gonna come through for you. And I think that's super important to have, especially with all this craziness going on in the world. So I love that movie. And then the last 2, I don't really have explanations for them other than I love them. Nightmare Before Christmas and Grease. So those are the movies. If I'm in a mood, that's what I'm watching.
Love it.
You don't have to explain anything with those two though.
Like,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like,
You don't.
oh my God, I love Nightmare Before Christmas so much.
Mhm.
So,
Oh my God.
all right.
Those are all great movies you listed.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
feel like I need to watch one of these today. And
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna. So
I know you
have
have
to.
want to watch Dumpling.
My
It's been
mind's
a long
thinking
time.
about it. You have to watch Jurassic Park, so you
Yes.
don't really have
I
a
know.
choice. You have to
Yeah.
You
watch
said it wasn't on
it.
Netflix. You said it wasn't on Netflix. I have to find it. Is it on
It's not on Netflix right now.
Is it on Disney Plus?
It might be. I don't have
Okay.
Disney Plus, so maybe it's on
I
there.
have
right
no
now.
more outlets to go. I'm gonna have to buy it.
You're gonna have to,
Yeah.
and then we'll quiz you on it. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. What to like kind of like tie our whole like what do I want to call it? To tie our whole like ritual together. We got what we actually do, we got the movies we watch. What music are you guys listening to? And it doesn't even have to just be with your ritual, it could just be like on a daily basis, frequently. Like what artists and or songs really just speak to you on that level to where they're like your favorite and something that they had to say resonated with you? That was
Okay.
a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, I was just thinking like, I'm ready to expose myself. Okay. With my music, I really love listening to a whole bunch of different genres, but lately I've been listening to the same three people, and I'm glad that we got to bring this up because I just feel like people need to listen to these three songs specifically.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
The first song is called My Slime by Fouché. If anyone has ever listened to anything by Fouché, she's amazing. I love her style, her aesthetic, everything is just amazing. Overrated by BLXST. I call him Blast, but I think people really pronunciate every word. So I'm gonna go with that. He has a song called Overrated. So amazing. I can listen to it all day. Can You Blame Me? Featuring Lucky Day by Kehlani. I can't.
Kehlani
get
is my
enough.
girl. Don't even get me started.
I cannot get enough of her. Every album she's put out, I can go from A to Z without a problem. I love her.
Mhm.
Like, and then Lucky Day, man, it's just heavenly. I have goosebumps. Like, I love Lucky Day. He is amazing. I love him. Everybody needs to listen to those three songs, seriously. Like, and you will have a great time. You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
I love it. So for me, I think it's very dependent on the mood I'm in, what kind of music I'll listen to. So lately I pretty much just listen to Pandora. But lately I've been listening to a lot of AJR. I love them.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
I love AJR.
Yes, love them. What is it? Less Sad, that song that came out recently. I really, really like that one. But yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of them and like whatever comes up because of them. But like their Modest Mouse is like probably my favorite like go-to band, I guess. I love pretty much everything I've ever heard by them. And then there are definitely like days where like on days that I'm not feeling very happy, I will totally put on my emo dashboard confessional channel, like
Yeah.
rock out to my 2000s, like
You said that name was AJR.
yeah,
Yeah.
AJR.
I want to listen to them. Give me a name.
Was it?
What was the name?
Less Sad, I think is the name of the newer song. Yeah, AJR Less
Okay.
Sad.
Okay, I'll listen to it.
Yes, love them. But yeah, I'll totally rock out to some old emo, like I just need to feel
Love
through
it.
my feelings.
Yep.
I love old emo music.
Oh my god, so good.
MySpace days.
Yes.
Right. And then I'm sitting here like, how can I still remember all the words to these songs when I can never remember anything from math class? Like, excuse me.
Yes.
Yes.
It makes no sense, but it's fine.
Yes.
It's whatever. I don't make the rules. It's just how it happened. It's just how it happened.
So true. But yeah, so those are like my go-to for music.
Okay. All right.
Your
I
turn.
love the diversity. Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, like, I got not like a lengthy list or anything, but like, so the past like 3 to 4 months have been like, I'm not gonna say my darkest days because that was definitely high school, but I will say darker than they have been in a while. But I started on medication about a month ago, and it's only been a month, but I definitely like my mindset and my overall demeanor and just perspective on life in general is so much better. And I know like meds and therapy might not work for everyone, but whatever it is that you do to keep yourself sane, grounded, whatever you want to call it, I strongly encourage everyone to continue doing so. People are always going to have their opinions on it, no matter what it is, but if it works for you, like honestly and truthfully, I encourage everyone to continue doing that. And I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of people, when I said that I was turning towards meditation to help me through some stuff, they were like, oh, well, you should do this instead. But at the time, I wasn't ready to do the instead. I wasn't ready to take that step forward and be on medication. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just wasn't personally ready, prepared, whatever you want to call it. But I regret nothing. Everything is fine. So I've been like flooding my playlist with like self-love songs lately. The first one, I won't even say it's like kind of silly, but like I love the song In My Blood by Shawn Mendes, because he talks about like sometimes he feels like giving up, but it's just not in his blood to do it. And like I resonate with that so much. So that's like one of the ones on there. Then of course I have to have Demi Lovato on my playlist because I love her entire meaning, their entire meaning. I'm so sorry. I used the wrong pronouns, but I Love Me. That song is amazing. Basically saying like, I wonder when I love me is going to be enough, and like stop comparing myself to other people, like that whole message. And I listen to that song like at least 5 times a day, especially when I'm getting ready for work and it's like 4:30 in the morning and I'm like, no. She also had wow, I did it again, I feel so terrible. They also have a song with Marshmello called Okay Not to Be Okay, and that's basically about what it sounds like. And I feel like more people need to listen, maybe not to that song specifically, but like more songs like that, just so like you get it through your head that it is okay not to be okay. It's not the end of the world. You're going to make it through. You're not alone, because just like you're not feeling okay right now, there's probably at least like a dozen other people in the world, if not more, absolutely more than that, but like, you know what I mean? Like we all have our moments where we're not feeling okay, and that's okay. What was the other one? There's a song by a girl named Olivia O'Brien, and she has a song out called Love Myself, and it's basically saying that I don't have to be the same as everyone else, I just have to love myself. I mean, it's pretty much the same gist. And then I'm listening to a lot of Elle Varner and a lot of her lately too.
Elle
because
Varner.
Elle is my girl, especially her song So Fly. Oh my God.
The whole album,
her whole existence, honestly.
Yes, the whole album. I agree. That you know what? When I was a long time ago coming out of depression, Elle Varner, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, those were my favorite.
Yes, yep.
People.
They really just speak life into your soul through their
Literally.
music. And I love
you become wise.
Really, you really do. They're like those like wise aunties, you know?
Yes.
And that's really like what I look for to like what I'm like feeding my mind in terms of like music and stuff like that. So
awesome. I'm glad that you are taking the initiative in whatever way you feel like you need to get better. That's all that matters. All you need is the support system and someone who's gonna, root for you. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm feeling more like myself than I have like in my entire life. So
that's beautiful. I'm so happy for you.
Keeping it trucking along and taking over the world with body positivity and taking mental health as seriously as we take physical health, because everyone knows that we don't. Well, as a society, we really don't, but I'm definitely ready. So I love how diverse yet the same we are. It's great.
Yeah. We really
I really do.
I love that about people though, because as much as you are completely different, you find those few things that bring you together as people. Like, okay, we have something in common. We're not that different. Not even with looks and everything. Everybody has their own sense of style, and even if it's not you, to like it makes somebody else feel better too. So it's just little things like that. I really love that about it.
It's really the little things in life, man. The little things. Oh my gosh. Wow. Usually we don't not finish talking, but like usually like we just keep talking forever and then it kicks us out.
It's been a long
Like-
time. I think we definitely needed this again. Oh, you know
We
what? I'm
did.
so
We
glad
did.
that we have time because we were looking for a male, and I actually have someone who's interested, and I wanted to bring that to you. So we
Okay.
can talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to lightly bully my guy friends. I don't think the lightly is going to work anymore. I think I just gotta like be like, listen, this is happening. Because we can talk
Take it.
about male body positivity and male mental health all we want, but like to get the perspective from men, you know what I mean? It's just gonna make all the difference to whoever's watching and resonate with the male viewers. So
Right.
I'm definitely, we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna bully them, not gently. I'm gonna bully them. So I hope if they're watching this, they better expect either a phone call or a text message, or like I'm just gonna show up at their house and be like, this needs to happen.
I just was so shocked how quickly he was like, yeah, hey, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, really? Like,
Yes,
so
because guys
excited.
don't want to talk about it, and we gotta
Nobody
get
wants to
them
talk about
about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he's down. He's like, any way he can help. I think that if someone here from a man speaking, you know, that they can
It's
relate
gonna
to.
open a lot of doors
Yeah,
for more people to
yeah.
feel
Talk about
okay
it.
with talking about it, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing. It feels like just with that, things are changing already. Like we have someone who's going to speak about this. That's already a big step. Like a lot of people just
Yeah.
want to come forward, and I think that it's amazing to see someone is just like, yeah, why not have this conversation? I think we should have this conversation. I love
It's
it.
amazing.
I love to see it.
And you know what? Even if it's just one that comes forward and it's just like, I want to be a part of this conversation, I will take it. I will take it. Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Oh, and you know what? I have some good news too.
Yay! I love good news.
Along with all of the stressors that I've had this summer, and it's not even over, I quit smoking cigarettes.
Good for you.
I
Good
smoked
for you.
cigarettes from 19 until about almost 2 weeks ago now. I don't really get that much of an urge anymore, and it just happened. Like I ran out. I didn't feel like going to the store, and I said, I'll go in the morning. And then the morning came, and I said, okay, I'll probably go on lunch, and I never did. And it just went from there. I just
Awesome.
got
Good
over
for
it.
you, girl.
Wow.
Who needs a
Yes.
cigarette?
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thriving. We are thriving.
I think you having like direct questions for us really helped us all stay
Yeah,
on task.
yeah.
Maybe we'll need
And
to
now
remember
we're
that.
Has it been 30 minutes? How long?
Yeah, it's been 34 minutes.
Well, did you want
Wow.
to shout anyone out? I know you like to.
Yeah. Do you have anybody today?
This week, no. But super awesome. Not even like an announcement, but the Love Revolution officially turns 5 August 19th. Next month is coming up. And
We're gonna party.
I want to do like a lunch or a dinner type deal. I actually invited you guys on Facebook. So
I just got my Facebook back. So
okay.
Good luck.
it's
So
been
the
like,
invite's in there, but yeah, year
Okay.
5, and it's just, I look back and I'm like throughout the years, I'm like, I'm not doing enough. I've barely accomplished anything. But I look back and I'm like, we were at Warped Tour and we were working on a documentary at some point, but that fell apart. But like that web show I wanted to do, it's a thing now, and I'm writing the book that I've always wanted to. So it's just like, it's crazy to see how like when you're in the moment day to day, you feel like you're not accomplishing anything. And then next thing you know, you look back over the past 5 years and list all the things that you have accomplished, and like the people that are super excited to watch the show. Like my host at work, Desire, she is like our #1 fan, and I love it. I call her my work daughter, but she is like our #1 fan, and she's always super excited to just watch the episodes, and she can relate to a lot of what we're saying. So
That's so awesome.
I know that she may not be the only one that we are making a difference in, but it's those moments that make all of this in between stresses and all of the late nights 100% worth it to do for like the next 20 years of my life. So
You did it. I'm proud of you. You really did it.
thank you, and I'm
You know
so
what?
glad you
I
guys
feel
are on this
like-
new journey with me with this show. It's our show. It's not my show. It's our show. So,
Oh,
yeah.
That makes me feel so good.
yeah.
My
I love that
heart.
you're taking us with you.
No,
Yes,
literally.
absolutely. We
I
are
feel like
changing lives.
I'm happy to be here. Honestly, I was just thinking about it the other night. Like, you know, I have somewhere to have a voice now, and it matters. And you know, people are listening, and people are actually like, you know, taking in this information that we give them. And it makes me feel like I'm doing something good finally for people that I always wanted to do. And I don't know, it's just a good feeling. It's like, wow, that's all I've ever wanted to do. What do you want to do when you grow up? Help people. I don't know. Like, but it's starting to come together, and I feel it, and I feel happy about it. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you invited me here. I just thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, both of you guys. Really, we make a great team.
We do.
Agreed.
It's so you know what? I really loved KT. You're a life coach, and it didn't click until the other day when we were talking, but I was just so happy. I'm like, this is happening. Like,
Yes.
I know a life coach. I always wanted to like, how is it like meeting? I always want to know their personality, but I love your personality. It shines through. I love you just have your own, both of you have your own individual uniqueness. So, you know, I'm happy to meet you guys. I'm happy to know you, Jocelyn. I'm happy to be here.
Oh my gosh. Yes. You're the sweetest. I love it. Obviously I feel the same way. Like I just feel happy to be
Whole love
here
that
and know you
goes on right now.
guys. And
We are thriving. I
just
love
this
it.
love fest here.
Yes,
I know.
absolutely.
Feels so good every time. I love it.
Yep.
We're all gushy and
Yes.
It's fun. We are thriving, and I love the show. I love the concept. I love our team, and I love our viewers and our supporters, and yeah, just a whole bunch of love for everyone to go around. We're changing lives one day at a time.
Mhm.
I wanted to say this too. I think people should start doing
Mhm.
is asking their person before saying something if they have the mental capacity to deal with your junk. I think that's a big important thing that I want people to start really trying to have during friendships.
Yeah.
Ask that person before you dump your stuff on them
Yeah.
if they have the mental capacity to deal with your stuff.
I
Because
agree.
they have their
I
own
love
stuff too. And I wanted to bring that into it. That was the main thing I wanted to work on for myself. And I think that's a part of self-care too, is
Absolutely.
not only, you know, talk about what you go through, but also be mindful of what others go through before you go dumping your trauma on them.
Yes. Absolutely. That's huge for respecting yourself, respecting the other person. How many spoons does everybody here have? And it builds good boundaries. So, I love that. That's a great
Agreed.
point.
A friend actually does that to me, and I loved it. And now it's just something that we do together. And I love her even more for even saying it the one time. It stuck with me. And I
30
just
seconds
love
left.
her.
All right. I think that's a beautiful note
Love
to
it.
end on, ladies.
I'm always like going for the drink.
I know. Same.
All right.
Thank you,
until next
guys.
time, friends. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.